Almighty Inventory Distributor. How to manage physical inventory. Let us click on the Activity menu tab, then Item Master menu choice. The inventory screen appears. There are three major ways of making positive inventory adjustments. We'll see all three of them. Let us click on Units in Stock tab, and then input number of units in the first empty row. Select warehouse location, maybe a serial number, and click on the record below to save our changes. This is all it takes to make positive inventory adjustment. Let's go back to the Item Properties tab and see that there are 2 units in stock now. The second way to receive inventory is to go to the Units in Stock tab and click the Adjust Up button. The Inventory Positive Adjustment screen pops up. If we have specific receiving reference, we should provide it now, or we can leave it blank for the reference to be provided by the software. We have to provide a receiving code. If we found a few units in storage, let's select Cycle Count. Let us click a plus sign image, which is located on the left of the first row. This will allow us to start inputting detailed information on incoming inventory. Let us assume that we need to receive 3 boxes of product. There are 12 individual units in each box. The units are not serialized, but the boxes are. In a case when serial number is related to more than 1 unit, like in the food industry, for instance, a proper term for serial number is the lot number. In this software, we use the term serial number for both serial numbers and lot numbers. Please note that when all units inside a box are identical, 3 boxes of 12 units each should be represented by 3 rows on the receiving screen and not by 36 rows. It is important to remember that after we finished with all data entry on the receiving screen, we must save our changes to the database by clicking the Save Receipt button. Before that, all inputted information remains on our screen only and not in the database. To demonstrate this fact, let us switch back to the Item Master screen. As we can see, our 36 units are not present. Let us go back to the Inventory Positive Adjustment screen. And finally, click the Save Receipt button. If the transaction is successfully saved, we will see a confirmation message and then a prompt if we want to close the Inventory Positive Adjustment screen. If there is no more inventory to receive, we should close the screen. When the screen goes away, we should see all received units on the Item Master screen, Units in Stock tab. The third way of adjusting inventory up applies to the purchase order receipts. When product related to a purchase order arrives, we go to the Activity menu tab, Manage POs menu choice. We find our purchase order and click the Receive Product button. In this tutorial, we double-click the item ID on the purchase order screen just to show what we currently have in stock. There is no need to do it each time. Let us go back to the purchase order screen and click the Receive Product button. The Inventory Positive Adjustment screen opens. It is already pre-populated with the PO data. All we need to do is to add certain details. A storage location is a required field. All other fields are optional. Finally, let us save the receiver by clicking the Save Receipt button. Confirm this action and close our purchase order if we are not expecting to receive more product against it. Let us switch back to the Item Master to demonstrate received inventory units. We can see that a new row added to the units in stock, which represents 1 unit located at location A12. Let us close the PO screen. Back on the item master, we can see that our new row has a receiving reference P5018. This is a purchase order that product received against. This reference is important because it always allows us to find the original order in case of warranty claims or returns. At any time, we can find inventory units and double-click the receiving reference to see the original purchase order. Let us do just that. The purchase order screen opens with loaded PO P5018 on it. In the next section of this tutorial, we will see how to adjust inventory down. As with receiving, there are three ways of doing that. Let us go to the Activities menu tab, Item Master choice. On the Item Master screen, we find an item that requires negative adjustment. We switch to the Units in Stock tab, find a specific row, click on the Record Selector button located on the left of the row, and then press the Delete key on the keyboard. A warning message appears. We click Yes to confirm the deletion. As we can see, we now have only 6 rows left. No history of this transaction has been recorded. Although, if we receive the deleted units through a PO, we should double-click the receiving reference prior to deletion and adjust the received units on the PO down. This way, our database will remain 100% consistent. We use this type of negative adjustment only when we received something in error. But if this is not our reason for adjustment, we use a second method. On the Item Master screen, Units in Stock tab, we click the Adjust Down button. The Inventory Negative Adjustment screen opens. Our item ID is already pre-selected on it. We click the plus sign located on the left of the row and then select Storage Location, specify number of units, select the adjustment code, and finally click the Save Issue button. The third type of negative adjustment is sales. Let us go to the Activities, Manage Sales menu and select the sales order that we have to ship. On the bottom right of the screen, we click the Ship Product button. The Inventory Negative Adjustment screen appears with all items pre-selected on it. For each line item, we click the plus sign to the left of the row, then select location and specify number of units. This is called the picking process. We can pick product from a specific location or by serial number or by production or expiration date. We continue with the picking process down, and when finished, we click the Save Issue button to finalize the transaction. After the Inventory Negative Adjustment screen closes, we are back on the Sales Order screen. We can see that number of shipped units is equal to the ordered units. Also, our sales order is marked as shipped. There are a few useful screens related to our current inventory position. In the Activities tab, there are 3 menu choices: Inventory on Order, In Stock, and Committed. The On Order screen shows all items related to active POs. On the On Order screen, we can double-click an item ID and quickly jump to the Item Master screen. We can further go to the Buying tab of that screen and see all outstanding POs for the item. In our sample, we can see that there are 3 outstanding POs for this item. The In Stock screen shows all inventory units in our storage room. We can see in particular that there are 31 records of various items in stock. Let us double-click an item ID of one of them and see all related details. The last browse is related to the committed inventory. This is sold inventory waiting to be shipped. Each row on the screen corresponds to one line item on the sales order. In this example, we have a total of 12 line items. In the total row, at the screen bottom, we can count the units or see a total sum. There are also two more tabs on the item master list. Those are buying and selling. In the buying, we can see all outstanding purchase orders, and in the selling, all open sales orders. On these tabs, we can quickly create purchase orders or sales orders for the selected items. Let us create a sales order. We click on the Sell button and then click Yes to confirm operation. The sales order screen appears with our item added to it. We need to specify a number of units that we sold, select our customer, and the order is done. We will pay more attention to the orders in the next tutorial.